Welcome to Council Action. My name is Elizabeth Kautz. I'm the mayor of the city of Burnsville. Council Action is a summary of the council's meeting on Tuesday, December 16th, 2014. The meeting was called to order at 100 Civic Center Parkway in the council chambers at City Hall. We begin our meetings with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence, and then we move on to our announcements. Our announcements have to do with all of our upcoming meetings. Council meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, January 6th at 6:30 p.m. and Tuesday, January 20th at 6:30 p.m. We have a work session scheduled for Tuesday, January 13th at 6:30 p.m. and Tuesday, February 10th at 6:30 p.m. We have a special meeting that is scheduled for our all-day meeting, and that is Friday, January 30th at 8:30 a.m., and that meeting is going to be held at the Nicollet Inn in Burnsville in the boardroom. We also have a governance meeting that's scheduled for Tuesday, January 27th at 6:30 p.m. And then we move on to citizens' comments, and one person appeared before the City Council, Mr. Adam DeLong, to speak to an issue, and that particular issue is in the hands of our attorney and our chief of police and staff investigating the allegations that he brought before the City Council. So if you want to hear more about that, please tune into the City Council meeting and hear that portion of the citizens' comments. Then we move on to additions to the final agenda, and this is for emergency items only, and there were no emergency items to come before the body. We move on to the consent agenda, and the first item on the consent agenda, we approved all of the minutes of our past meetings. We also approved claims listing, and we approved an ordinance establishing the 2015 fees and charges. And we approved and authorized the purchase of a replacement mobile collection system for reading water meters. And we adopted a resolution for the 2015 pay plan and benefits for our non-union employees. We approved the 2015 annual renewal of the Enterprise Resource Management System Maintenance Agreement. We also approved and authorized the payment for 3 years of a 3-year Microsoft Enterprise Agreement. And we approved the resolution application to Dakota County Community Development Authority for the Redevelopment Incentive Grant Program for the Heart of the City Streetscape. We approved the joint powers agreement with Burnsville-Egan-Savage School District 191 to continue operations of shared television studio for additional 3-year term. And we approved the payment to the City of Apple Valley for a shared maintenance cost on the Alamagnet Storm Sewer Lift Station. And we approved and authorized the purchase of vehicle and equipment in accordance with the 2015 Vehicle Replacement Program. And we approved the Memorandum of Understanding and Easement Agreements with Xcel Energy for Black Dog Trail construction and the maintenance. We approved and authorized the project and ordered the ad for bids for the 2015 well rehabilitation project. And we approved the bids and awarded the contract for the annual purchase of water treatment facility chemicals. And we approved and authorized the 2015 meter infrastructure replacement project. And we adopted the update street and sidewalk snow and ice control policy. And we approved the renewal of reseller's license holder for 2015. And we approved the resolution for the premises permit for the Burnsville Hockey Club for the purpose of lawful gambling and pull tabs. And we approved the application of Northern States Power Company, NSPM, for a conditional use permit to allow grading, filling, road and utility work within the shoreland and floodplain environmental overlay district of the Minnesota River and the Black Dog Lake at 1400 Black Dog Road. We adopted the findings of fact and approved the conditional use permit. And that was the end of the consent agenda. We then move on to the regular agenda, and the first item on the regular agenda was a public hearing. And this was to approve an on-sale Sunday on-sale liquor license for Pizza 4, doing business as Carboni's, Burnsville. Now, this particular item is that Carboni's was located on the Parkway, and it's moving over to where Bumpers were on Aldridge. So this is a transfer, and this item was presented. There were no questions for staff. I opened the public hearing. No one spoke to this item. The entities with regard to this particular business and the transfer of location from one to the other, they still held their liquor license. It's just being transferred to a new address. All of the background of the principals were investigated, so there was no license transfer. It's being transparent in terms of where this business is going to be located in the future, and the item was approved. The next item was also a public hearing, and this was to approve on-sale Sunday on-sale liquor license for MJA Restaurants, Burnsville, doing business as Poor Richard's Common House. Now, this business is a new business that's going into the present Carboni site on the Burnsville Parkway. And all of the background investigation was done for the principals, and there was no reason to deny the license. That item was presented. I opened the public hearing. No one spoke to this item except for the owner of Poor Richard, and they're going to be open this month on the 26th. So if you're interested, right now Carboni's and the site where Poor Richard's is going to be located is closed for renovation and improvements, and then they're going to reopen on December 26th. That item was presented, opened the public hearing, closed the public hearing, and approved the item. The next item was also a public hearing, and this was to approve a 3.2% on-sale liquor license for Ping Chen, doing business as Miyabi Buffet at 141103 Irving Avenue South. This item was presented, and I opened the public hearing. No one spoke to the item and closed the public hearing. This business is in operations today on Irving. It's where Champs is located. It's in that shopping center. It's Miyabi Buffet. They're just adding alcoholic beverage to this particular location. And no one spoke, opened the public hearing, closed the public hearing, and the item was approved. The next item was also a public hearing, and this is a resolution to vacate drainage and utility easement and sewer easement associated with the YRC Nuss Addition plat. And this item was presented and opened the public hearing. No one spoke to the item, and the item was approved. The next item, item 9, was to approve the application for M.M. Burnsville Associates LP for a plan unit development amendment for construction of a Starbucks and Chick-fil-A restaurant located at 1200 County Road 42 West. We're asked to adopt the findings of fact in the ordinance and to approve the amended plan unit development agreement. This is the Champs site. Champs is not renewing its lease with CSM. Champs Corporate is closing, and so the building is being razed, and in its place will be a Starbucks to the west, and on the corner of Burnhaven and County Road 42, where Champs is right now, will be a Chick-fil-A restaurant. This item was presented, and the only thing that we had asked them is to bump up the visual appeal, architectural elements of the building, and the applicant was agreeable to that. Tune into the City Council meeting and hear the discussion around that one if you're interested in more information. That item was approved. There were no other items to come before the body, and the meeting was then adjourned. And I'd like to remind everyone that council action replays at 6 a.m. and noon, 6 p.m. and midnight. And city council meetings replay at various times on Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And I encourage you to watch the following to see how you can view past meetings and current meetings via the internet at www.burnsville.org. I'm Elizabeth Kautz, Mayor of the City of Burnsville. Thank you for joining me. Continue to make a difference. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.